Hello, I'm Evie. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video. Are you ready to watch party ideas? Let's get started.
Planning to host a teenage party? Here are some tips to make it a hit. With the right planning, a teenage party can be a fun and memorable experience for everyone involved. It's not just about the food and the music, but also about creating an atmosphere where teenagers can let their hair down and enjoy themselves. And that's what we're here to help with today. We'll be sharing some handy tips to ensure your party is not only fun, but also safe and age-appropriate. From setting the date and time, choosing the venue, planning the menu, to organizing activities and setting the mood with decorations and music, we've got it all covered. We'll guide you through each step, offering advice and suggestions to make your party planning process smoother. So whether it's your first time hosting or you're an experienced party planner looking for fresh ideas, you've come to the right place. So, shall we get started with our first tip? The first thing you need to do is set a date and time for the party. This may seem like a simple step, but it's one that requires careful thought. Picture this: you've spent time and effort planning a fabulous party, but the turnout is poor because it's on a weekday night when most teenagers have school the next day. So weekends are generally your best bet. Also, consider the time of day. Late afternoon to early evening often works well, giving your teen and their friends enough time to enjoy without keeping the neighbors up. But here's a pro tip. Check with a few key guests before finalizing the date and time. You wouldn't want your teen's best friend or a close family member to miss out because they have other commitments. Remember, the right date and time can make or break your party, so take the time to get it right. Next, you need to choose the venue for your party. Now, you might be thinking, should I host this at home or rent a space? Well, there are pros and cons to both. Hosting at home can be cost-effective and comfortable. It's a familiar space, which can help teens feel more at ease. On the flip side, you'll need to consider the cleanup and potential for damage to your property. Renting a space, on the other hand, can provide a unique experience and potentially more room for activities. However, it can be more expensive, and you'll need to account for travel logistics. Remember, the number of guests and the space required for activities will significantly influence your choice. A smaller gathering might fit perfectly at home, while a larger one may need the extra room a rented space provides. The venue sets the tone for your party, so choose wisely. Now let's talk about food. What's a party without some delicious snacks? When it comes to party planning, the menu can make or break the event, especially for a teenage party, where the guests could have a variety of dietary needs. It's important to consider options that cater to everyone. You wouldn't want anyone to feel left out because they can't eat anything on offer, would you? A good starting point is to find out if any of your guests have dietary restrictions or allergies. This could include being vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, lactose intolerant, or having a nut allergy. Once you have this information, you can start planning a menu that caters to everyone's needs. Now, on to the fun part, deciding what to serve. Teenagers love snacks, so finger foods are a must. Think along the lines of sliders, pizza bites, or even a build-your-own taco station. These options are not only yummy, but also interactive and fun. For those with a sweet tooth, how about a dessert bar? Mini cupcakes, cookies, and fruit skewers are all great choices. You could also consider a DIY sundae station with a variety of toppings. Just remember to have dairy-free ice cream for those who need it. Don't forget about the drinks. A selection of sodas, juices, and water should cover everyone's tastes. You could even create a signature mocktail for the event, something fun and fruity that the guests can help themselves to. One more thing to consider is quantity. You don't want to run out of food, but you also don't want to be left with a mountain of leftovers. As a rule of thumb, plan for around 10 to 15 pieces of finger food per person and around 3 to 4 desserts. Hosting a teenage party can be a lot of fun, but it also requires careful planning, especially when it comes to the menu. The key is to offer a variety of options that cater to all dietary needs and to make the food as fun and interactive as possible. Remember, food can be a major party highlight, so take your time to plan it out. To keep your guests entertained, you'll need to organize some fun activities. Now, we're not talking about a round of musical chairs or a game of pin the tail on the donkey. These are teenagers we're dealing with. The activities need to be age-appropriate, engaging, and most importantly, fun. Let's start with some popular party games. How about a friendly competition of charades or Pictionary? These games are not only entertaining but also promote teamwork and communication among the guests. For those teens who are fans of mystery and problem-solving, An at-home escape room or a murder mystery game could be an exciting adventure. But it's not just about the high-energy games. Some of your guests might prefer quieter activities. Consider setting up a photo booth with props and costumes. This can serve as a fun activity and also create memorable keepsakes from the party. A DIY craft station could also be a hit. It can range from making friendship bracelets to customizing their own party favors. This gives the teens a chance to express their creativity and take home a unique souvenir. Maybe you have some video game enthusiasts? Set up a gaming station with popular multiplayer games. It's a great way to keep the gamers engaged while also encouraging friendly competition. And let's not forget about the power of music. A karaoke session or a dance-off can get the party in full swing. It's a great way for the guests to let loose and show off their skills. Remember, the key is to have a good mix of activities. This way, you're catering to different interests and ensuring that all your guests have something to enjoy. You also want to make sure there's enough space and time for the guests to just hang out and socialize. After all, that's what parties are all about. With a variety of activities, you can ensure everyone has a great time at your party. To set the mood for your party, you'll need to think about decorations and music. When it comes to hosting a teenage party, the ambiance is just as important as the activities. It all starts with the decorations. They do more than just beautify the venue, they communicate the party's theme and set the overall mood. Whether it's a Hawaiian luau, a retro disco, or a superhero bash, make sure your decorations reflect your chosen theme. Consider investing in a variety of decorations. Balloons, banners, and streamers are always a hit. If you're going for a more sophisticated look, fairy lights and elegant table settings can do the trick. Remember, it's not about the quantity of decorations, but how they all tie together to create a cohesive and inviting atmosphere. Now let's talk about music. The right playlist can make or break a party. For a teenage party, you'll want to include a mix of current hits and timeless classics. Make sure to keep the volume at a level where it encourages dancing and singing along, but still allows for conversation. If you're unsure about what to play, consider asking the guests for their favorite songs. This not only ensures that everyone will enjoy the music, but it also makes them feel more involved in the party. You could also consider hiring a DJ or setting up a karaoke machine for a more interactive music experience. Just remember, the goal is to keep the energy high and the guests entertained. And lastly, don't forget about the lighting. It's an often overlooked aspect of party planning, but it's crucial in setting the mood. Dimmed lights can create a relaxed and intimate atmosphere, while bright and colorful lights can make the party feel more lively and exciting. With the right decorations and music, you can create the perfect atmosphere for your party. So, start planning, get creative, and most importantly, have fun in the process. After all, a party is all about creating memorable experiences, and with these tips, you're well on your way to hosting a party that your guests will be talking about for years to come. So there you have it, your guide to hosting a successful teenage party. We first talked about setting the date and time, which is crucial to ensure maximum attendance. Next, we delved into choosing the venue, which should be safe and comfortable, but also fun and engaging. Then, we tackled the menu planning. Remember to cater to different dietary preferences and consider snacks that are both delicious and easy to handle. After that, we explored how to organize entertaining activities that cater to various interests, keeping everyone engaged and having fun. Our final point was about setting the mood with decorations and music. The ambiance should reflect the theme of the party, and the music should cater to the tastes of your teenage guests, creating a vibrant atmosphere they'll love. With these tips in hand, you're well on your way to hosting a party that your teenage guests will remember for years to come.